Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Brittany. So in today's video, I am going to be trying your favorite drugstore makeup products. I got this idea from JUVIA'S here on YouTube. I'm a big fan of her channel and I wanted to do this with you guys. So I asked you on my Instagram as well as my community tab, what are some of your favorite drugstore products? And I recently went to Target and picked up a lot of stuff that you guys recommended. Some of the stuff I've already tried because I am a makeup lover, but we're gonna get to that. And before we get into that, I am going to apply my wig because I also asked you guys on my community tab which wig I should wear in my next makeup video, and you guys said, well, I had like Kamiyah and Julianne and something else, and you guys voted for Kamiyah and Cinnamon Mocha. So this will be my first time wearing this. So beautiful in the cinnamon mocha color. This will be my first time wearing her. They restocked, I think, on Hair Stop and Shop at the beginning of January. Still looking good. She like hit me up in my DMs and she told me that it restocked, so I went and got it, and I'm super excited to wear it. So I've already prepped this wig as far as like tweezing the hairline a little bit more and cutting the lace, so I'm just going to be applying that with you guys before we get into the makeup. My review on Kamiyah that I did back in October, I believe, I did like 3 different colors, so I didn't go in super depth with application because I had 3 of them to try on. And I do have a bonnet on underneath my wig cap to keep moisture in my hair, and I wear the black Kamiyah, the one in the number 2, to death. I haven't worn my ginger brown in a very long time. I always wear the black one. If you follow me on Instagram or you watch my stories and stuff, you'll see I wear that one a lot. Yeah, so I picked up the Simply Styling Light Silk Spray, which is a pure silicone spray. This was a suggestion from Is That Your Hair? And you can't prevent tangling from happening. You can't, but you can, like, you can fix it. Eventually it's gonna tangle again, but this does work pretty well and I really like it. So I would highly recommend that, especially if you have a lot of synthetic wigs, because they're gonna tangle on you. I did cut all the lace around the ear because I don't even use that. I just bring out my own little edges right there, but from here onward I keep the lace, keep some lace on there. I have the wig applied with the Got To Be Glued spray, so I'm going to switch over to the Got To Be Glued gel in the black bottle and go over the front of the lace just so it's like more seamless, and then I'll blow dry that. I put it on the rat tail comb and just kind of smooth it over the lace. I'm basically doing the same thing I do with my human hair wigs, and I have like a how to apply your wig to look natural video that you guys can watch. Now I'm gonna add some baby hairs, and I really don't do baby hairs really at the front. I just do them kind of at my temple. And I'm going to use my Got To Be Glued gel in the black bottle. Take my natural edges by my ear, and I'm going to do the same thing because I don't like applying the lace that's by my ear. I just prefer to use my own edges. I think it looks more natural. And it's easier. Whoa. I'm gonna clean my forehead just a bit, and then I'm gonna wrap up the hairline while I do my makeup until I get to my contour, and then that's when I'll take it off because I want the lace to blend with my makeup. Just 2 or 4 little swoops on the side. I don't really get in the middle like that, but okay, we are zoomed in and my fan is on. I always tell you guys it's hot up in here, so I have to have my fan on. So if that bothers you, I'm sorry, but I gotta keep cool in here. The first product I'm going to use, I have already moisturized my face and everything. First product I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. And this is what that looks like here. It's a mattifying primer. I've never used a primer like this. I usually use the NYX Angel Veil. So it has kind of a silky consistency to it. So I am going to put this on my cheeks and stuff. e.l.f. got a lot of suggestions with this video. I'm trying to see what it does. It says let it sink into your skin for like 30 seconds. Alright, I'm going to let that do what it does. And while that is sinking into my skin, I am going to color correct. Well, technically somebody did suggest this. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is a classic throwback product that used to be popular on YouTube. People were suggesting this as concealer, but I have this already as a color corrector for my dark spots. And as you can see, I don't have perfect skin, but I can say I have super like acne prone skin, but I barely get bumps anymore. I just have like acne scars and stuff. Yes, I don't have perfect skin, but that does not mean I'm looking for skincare advice, especially if I didn't ask for it. So I don't have perfect skin, but I'm not looking for advice. All right, I'm gonna blend out that color corrector with this Morphe M173 brush. Some of the brushes I won't know the names of. All right, nobody suggested this powder, but I am going to use the COVERGIRL True Blend. I'm going to use the COVERGIRL True Blend Minerals 600 banana powder. Looks like this. So I use that to kind of help mattify my face even more, especially my eyebrows before I do them, because I don't like oily brows. And it helps the pencil or whatever I use, like pomade, to stick to my brows. So I put that on top of my brows before I start to do them. And I also put it on top of my cheeks as well. Alright, let's move on to the brows. So my sister was watching my story when I asked you guys what your favorite drugstore makeup products were, and she said NYX micro brow pencil, and I got it in the shade Espresso, and I've used this for years. I've used this a lot, so I'm not new to this. So this is what this pencil looks like. You have a spoolie end and you have the pencil end here. And I think this is about $10. So let me zoom you in. I do have a standalone brow tutorial that's pretty updated, but I didn't use this. I'm gonna brush it up. I'm gonna start drawing a line at the bottom. haven't used this in a while. It's going on really well. And if you are in Premiere Squad watching right now, shout out to y'all. Go ahead and thumbs up this video. You have a lot of control with this. This is comparable to the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. And it's about $10 cheaper. And now I'm kind of letting up on the pressure towards the front. I'm gonna blend that out a bit with the spoolie. I'm gonna do the other brow off camera and then I'll be back and we'll move on to the eyes. All right, so I did my brows and I did one of my eyes off camera. So we're gonna do this eye and we're gonna be using the e.l.f. Bite Size palette. And I got the one that's pumpkin pie. I also have a green one, but I'm gonna use the pumpkin pie one today. So I'm gonna start off with the darkest shade and just pack that in my crease. And then go halfway on the lid. But before I do that, I'm gonna conceal my lids. And I'm using the JUVIA'S Place concealer. Now, technically, I think this is considered drugstore because when I go into Ulta, the JUVIA'S Place stuff is on the drugstore side. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. And I use the shade 16. And I'm putting it under my eye too because I do put shadow under there. But when I do my foundation and stuff, it'll all come together. So I hear a lot of people talk about these particular eyeshadows. First of all, they are very affordable. I think they're like $3. And I mean, it's small, so it's, you know, if you're somebody who doesn't like a lot of clutter or big eyeshadow palettes, this is a good option for you. So I'm gonna use the Royal and Langnickel domed shadow brush. It looks like this. And I'm gonna pack the dark brown shade in my crease. I know some people start off with like the medium shade or the lightest shade, but from tutorials I've been watching the last like 3 years, a lot of people start with the darkest shade and switch up from there. So I'm just putting it in my outer V and just going to the center and stopping there, not bringing it too far in. And now I'm gonna dip into the matte shade that's it's like a lighter brown, and I'm gonna put that on top and kind of overlap and pack that color on top of the darker brown. And trust the process. I know it looks crazy right now. And I don't have there's not like a medium skin tone shade for me in this palette, so I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in 330 Toffee, and I'm going to use that to blend like the edge of that last shade. Now for my lid, I'm going to be using like the copper color in this palette on a flat brush. And I'm not trying to create like a faux cut crease or anything. This is just, I'm just putting the shadow on my lid and kind of diffusing it as it goes upwards. So I don't want it to be a harsh transition over there. So I'm going to bring this darker brown more in and kind of curve it. Okay, for eyeliner, I'm gonna use the NYX Matte Liquid Liner here. Nobody suggested this. This is what I had on hand. I don't think anybody suggested any eyeliner. But I like this. It dries down matte, because I've had some eyeliners that are kind of shiny. So for my lower lash line, I like to I like to line my waterline. And the lip bar is also sold at Target, and Target to me is drugstore makeup. So the lip bar, they have the Straight Outta Patience smudge proof eyeliner, and I put that in my lower or my waterline. I am gonna use this highlighter. I don't think anybody suggested a highlighter, but I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in Golden Flower Crown. And I'm gonna put that in my inner corners of my eye. Okay, for lashes, pretty much everybody said Kiss, and I had already had some Kiss lashes in my stash, but for some reason I bought the same exact lashes even though I've never tried these before. These are from the Lash Couture line, the Naked Drama collection, and I have the style Chiffon. They look really, really cute. I like my lashes to have gaps in them, and I'm just gonna pop these on real quick. And I'll be right back and we'll get into foundation. Okay, now we're gonna move on to foundation. This is what the lashes look like. I think they're actually really pretty. So I am gonna use, hopefully this shade is good for me, but this is the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. It's color correcting, full coverage, and it has a natural finish. Yeah, so Cassie, that girl, she suggested this. And she said she really liked it, and I have it in the shade Tan 425 in. And so this is what, oh, like it has a, you know, like a tube. It's in a tube, but it has a pump on it. So that's really cool. So we'll see what this shade looks like. And if it doesn't work, I do have some other foundations here as well that I picked up that you guys suggested. Maybelline Fit Me matte and poreless, but I've been using that for years. I've never used this before, and I wanted to see what that is like. So I'm gonna pump that out and just swipe it on my cheeks and see. Ooh, that's a good color match. Okay, but you know what, some of my best color matches are from the drugstore, like Wet n Wild's Toffee and Cocoa. Both of those work really well for me. Wow, I'm surprised this is so spot on. And this was $14. So for me, I think that's a little bit more expensive for e.l.f., but it's still not that expensive. So, and I'm using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to blend this out. And it says it's full coverage. I think it's doing pretty well so far. I'm okay. Well, first of all, it got me because the shade match was not, it was on point, and it's not you know, a foundation I have to mix with, which is really good. I'll have to wear this throughout February and then come back in March and tell you guys how I feel about it. First impressions, I like the color match. I think it's pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I know my hairline is gonna be crusty, but that's to be expected. Oh, actually, it's not that crusty. All right. So I'm gonna put just a drop on my forehead and start to get this together. I'm gonna bring it down on my neck, just in case it oxidizes. I don't think this says, yeah, it has a natural finish, so it's gonna probably have a little bit of shine. And it also has SPF 30 in it, sunscreen, so that's good, even though I haven't been outside and God knows. First of all, get into Kamiyah though. I'm gonna talk about Kamiyah some more in my January favorites video, but She is bae for real. She's been tried and tested now. I've had her since, well, not this particular one, but Kamiyah in general has been tried and tested since October. And I'll tell you guys my thoughts about it. Obviously, they're going to be good thoughts if it's in my favorites video, but yeah. So it does have a natural finish, so it doesn't like dry down matte, so it does have kind of a shine to it, which I'm not, I like to look matte because I do have textured skin. But I'm here for, the coverage looks pretty good too. I'm here for the coverage and the color match, like right out the gate. I think that's good. Okay, so for concealer, I don't have a concealer that you guys suggested, but since I already have on the e.l.f., you know, foundation in my stash, I had the e.l.f. hydrating camo concealer, and I have it in tan sand. Looks kind of orangey to me, but I think I can make it work alongside other stuff I already have. This looks super orange, but I don't know about this. We'll see. I might need to mix in some of my JUVIA'S concealer to make it more neutral, because this is super orange. And I think that's what I'm gonna do, because good God. Yeah, neutralize that out. And this is a shade 13. This is a concealer I usually use. Yeah, I think the foundation is, it does have like a satin look to it. So I'm going to use my Morphe E8 brush. It looks like this. I'm going to blend out my concealer. Alright, I'm going to set my under eye with the COVERGIRL TRUEBLEND's Minerals loose mineral powder in 600 banana. That's what I started off with my brows and everything. And I'm using this brush here from Morphe. I don't know what it's called, but that's what it looks like. It came in a set. I think it was like a Jaclyn Hill set. And I'm just gonna put that under my eye. When I use powders and everything, it's going to mattify the foundation anyway, so I'm not really, I guess I shouldn't really even worry about the finish. Alright, nobody gave me suggestions for contour, but that's fine, because my absolute favorite contour is, from the drugstore, is the Wet n Wild contour stick, and this one is in Where's Walnut. Oh my gosh, I use it all the time. When I run out, I immediately have to get it again. This one I have from Benefit. Of course, it's more expensive, but it does not hit like this one, and this one is super inexpensive. It's the perfect shade and just everything. And I'm just blending the contour shade that's on my nose into my brows. And I'm gonna put some concealer down the bridge of my nose. So to set my contour, where is it? Set my contour, I'm going to use the KOKIE Cosmetics Contour Powder Palette in Deep Dark. I use this all the time, ever since they sent it to me. And I use like those two shades there. And I think this is a BH Cosmetics angled brush, like a contour brush. All right, and I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just make sure everything is nice and blended. And I'm gonna set my foundation with the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in 330 Toffee. Okay, so I did see some people suggest Milani blushes, and I've tried it, and I feel like this is a very popular blush here. This is the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Luminoso, and I am gonna put that on. It's like a nice coral color. I'm gonna use my same powder brush and put that on my cheeks. It's a little light. I need something with some punch, but I'm just gonna keep it on. I might layer it with something deeper because I feel like this is probably for somebody who has a fairer skin tone. Yeah, I think I might layer this with something else. This is my favorite blush palette. This is the Saharan 2 palette from JUVIA'S Place. I usually use these two shades here. Yeah, this one's gonna show up more. But that did bring some kind of shine to my cheeks. So before I do the rest of my face, I'm going to take the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I'm going to spray my face before I do like my lower lashes and stuff. Okay, I have my lips lined. And I'm gonna use Stockholm from NYX as well, and this is a soft matte lip cream. I love me a nude. It's not super pigmented, but it's pretty nice. And I'm gonna top it off with Ginger Snap, the Butter Gloss. Well, that's gonna cover up everything. That's all right. Alright guys, so we are done, and this look came out really pretty, and then Kamiyah is out here showing out. This cinnamon mocha color is gorgeous. It's more subtle than the ginger brown, which is also gorgeous, but this is gorgeous too. So I feel like I'm giving Valentine's Day right here, and I planned on doing a Valentine's Day makeup look for you guys, but I'm giving you Valentine's Day right now. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Out of all the products, I really liked all of them. I'm gonna see how this foundation is. I already knew I was gonna like the brow products because I've been using that for years. But the newest thing was the foundation, the e.l.f. CC cream, and I think the color match is really good. And the coverage is pretty good too. So if you guys want a part 2 of this, let me know, and I can give you guys another poll. And I'll probably do one with like my favorites, because I do have some favorites that I use all the time. If you have any other cool like makeup video ideas, let me know in the comment section. Make sure you are subscribed and your notifications are on. Shout out to my Premiere Squad for watching this with me. My schedule is Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. Definitely look out for more videos coming on those days. A lot of good content coming in February, a lot of different content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.